Fellow alcoholics and addicts, this is for you. This is, well, I feel like I finally have a direction to go in this, with this channel. I just was feeling directionless and really just unfulfilled in this endeavor all of a sudden. And God made me realize, I mean, it took me, you know, again, this is, I'm going to just, before we get into the reading, I want to point out to you that God will never, ever leave you hanging forever, but he does like to test your patience, okay? So I just felt calledless, is what I could tell you about this channel. I just felt very uncalled to do anything with it. And it all came crashing in today that this channel's focus is going to be mainly on, it's always been about trauma, childhood trauma, but addictions because of childhood trauma is kind of where, and addictions of all kinds, it doesn't have to be drugs and alcohol, it can be any kind of addiction, anything we're trying to fill a void with. This channel is going to be for those people who are sensitive beings like myself, that have had a lack of, what's the right word? It's like the motivation's been there. I feel like it's been a confidence, a lack of confidence. That's what I'm getting right now, is like, this is a channel focused on people who, the most gifted of them all, okay? People that have been through more than most people, people that have had to deal with shame, people that have had to deal with trauma. Again, people that have had to deal with trauma and shame and any addictions as a result of that, are traditionally called to something greater, definitely more sensitive and able to empathize with others. So traditionally have a large calling in the collective, and I feel like my focus has been scattered, and my focus is now solely on those of you who feel that that is you that I'm talking about, okay? Again, you don't have to fit every single part of that, but if you've ever dealt with any shame or trauma or addiction, for whatever reason you think you've dealt with addiction, I will guarantee, okay, I shouldn't do that, but I feel like I can guarantee that any addiction is because of a shame that was caused by a trauma that we may or may not remember. We don't even need to have an actual memory of that trauma. And the trauma could be as simple as not getting enough, as a highly sensitive being, which I will also guarantee that every addict is, addict, alcoholic, any addiction, period, is a highly sensitive being or an empath, okay? Things that may not bother the collective or other normies, we'll call them, will hurt us on a deeper level than they can understand. And then the shame from them thinking that we're being, you know, weak or whatever it is, because we are affected by it more deeply. It's like a piled on top of, you know, there's just so many things that a highly sensitive person has to deal with in this lifetime. So anyways, this is for those empaths out there. This is actually going to be about the addicts and alcoholics in particular, or any addiction, okay? We're going to look at your current situation. And I feel like the reading has already been done. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt like I called to do a reading for you, and I feel like that has already happened, okay? I feel like I've already explained so much pre-reading that that's really what the message was going to be about, but we're going to get cards on it as well. I do feel like your current situation is the death card, so a transformation. I do also feel like there is a part of you that is afraid of whatever addiction you're in at this time. I do feel like you're fearing that it is going to lead to your death, okay? You don't want to die that way is what I'm getting right now. The star card is your obstacle. Healing is, okay, so it's saying that you need to heal from your trauma. And I want to, and the advice from the Divine is Page of Pentacles. So I do feel like communicating clearly what you're feeling, going through. It's possible that it's actually telling you to go to, you know, some sort of therapy, some sort of group setting, maybe even, where you can express the feelings that you're having. And finding a space without judgment, you're certainly welcome here without judgment, but finding a space without judgment is going to be mandatory, and I do feel like that's what it's saying, is like you're going to need to communicate clearly what you're going through, what you've been through. Write it down on paper is another way that you can do this. I do feel like it's saying maybe just in general you need to express in some fashion. You can even do that through whatever you feel passionately called towards, through whatever gifts you've been given by the Divine. But expressing what you've been through, kind of people will use that to write songs and things like that. That type of expression will help you heal. Not only that, it will help you follow into your purpose, whatever that is. I do feel like there is a lot of purpose involved here. We have the Sun card as well. 10 of Pentacles down here. I just feel like you're stressing at this time because I think you're having a lack of, well, I think a lot of you are fearing, again, that whatever addiction you're encountering at this time is going to lead to your, God wants me to say to you at this time, you have an expiration date. And I'm sorry for those of you who are not comfortable with the idea of this, but you have an expiration date in this lifetime. You are going to leave the fleshy form at some point. And God says, I already have a date and time picked out for you. So do not, he's not wanting you to use this to continue using, but the fear of when we're bound to something, there's a lot coming through. When we're bound to something, we don't even get to decide when we're done being bound to it, okay? He said, I want you to enjoy your life as much as you can, no matter what you're bound to at this time. And I want you to stop fearing death because that's the only way that you'll be able to truly live in this lifetime, in this fleshy form, okay? So it's saying like, you're going to go at some point. He already has that all picked out. You don't get to decide when, where, how. What you do get to have control of is how you enjoy this moment right now. So really understanding that all of that is by divine orchestration and knowing you can't do anything to change it. And the only thing you can do is live in this moment and enjoy it as much as you possibly can will help you to, again, we can live this lifetime in fear of everything all the way till we go, or we can live it knowing that God has control of everything and enjoy every moment until we go, or a mix of the two. But the only thing we do have control of is how we handle what we are stuck to right now, okay? The life that we're living at this moment. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles as your overarching energy is about collaborations. I do feel like it's saying here that you are, it's almost like I'm getting this very solitude. I feel like you have not been collaborating. I feel like it's asking you to get out there, share and express your story. Make a YouTube channel, whatever it is. Maybe collaborate with some people on YouTube. I'm feeling that you're being asked to express your story to the world. It's going to help you heal from your story, and it's going to help the world heal from theirs. That's what I'm getting right now. We're going to get more on this. You could definitely be a Scorpio or an Aquarius or a Capricorn. But I do feel like it's saying that at this moment we are in active addiction, whatever that is. That can just be addicted to, we could be addicted to chaos. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Not drugs, alcohol, it could be anything, but a food. But it's saying that we are in active addiction, whatever that is for you. More about collaborating, I'm getting that it is really asking you to get out there and share your story, whether it's, 0 subscribers, you start a YouTube channel, you go to your local AANA meeting, whatever it is that whatever you feel called to go to. It is asking you to share your story with the world. This, again, is going to help you heal from your story and help the world heal from theirs. Expressing your story is how traditionally, expressing it with emotion, not expressing it like, if you go to therapy and you're like, yeah, when I was 5, this happened, and then this happened when I was 7, and then this happened, never gonna help you. That getting it off your chest like that, that's not even getting it off your chest. Whatever it's asking you to emotionally and vulnerably collaborate with the universe to share your story to the world, so that, again, you can heal from your story and they can heal from theirs. Okay, that's what I'm getting right now. The obstacle is the healing needs to be done. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a fear of following your dreams and a need to tame the ego, which I'm going to tell you right now, I can feel is a very strong self-doubt. For whatever reason, it's like you see these people, it's almost like, and I don't want to brag for you, it's like I see that you see these people doing what you kind of feel drawn to do. You see them doing it and they seem so magical to you, but the creator's like, baby, you have something even more magical. And again, I think we all have something equally as magical, but I'm getting that you're watching people and getting sort of discouraged. And it's saying, you're getting discouraged because you think that they have something so magical to offer, and God is like, no, baby, you are the one who has this magic to offer. But again, it is going to require that you heal, okay? And it's saying that the way that the divine is asking you to heal, much like when I started this channel. And again, I've recently felt a lack of direction in this particular channel. But as I was about to let it go completely, God was saying it was never for naught. Like, we did all of this healing through, like, I healed myself through all of this healing, helping heal the collective, telling my story, sharing, parts of my most vulnerable parts of me to try to help another through that part of them. That is how we heal, and it's asking you to do something similar to this, okay? Again, it could be start a YouTube channel, it could be go and speak at meetings, where something that is going to be terrifying for you, but you're not really, what you don't see now is just how amazing you're going to be at it, whatever it is that you're feeling called to. And the advice from the divine is the Page of Pentacles, the Judgment card, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. I can see that it's asking you to walk away from that deprivation, that feeling deprived. It is not easy. That isn't easy, especially when you are deprived. There is like, well, I don't have any money, I don't have this, I don't have that. But it's asking you to know that God says, I will provide for you if you do what it is that you're feeling called to do, okay? So he's saying, I need you to walk away from anything that makes you feel that deprivation, people, places, and things that make you kind of in that low vibrational. We end up surrounding ourselves with people that are on the same level as us, and it's saying if you want to get out of this addiction, whatever it is that you're kind of currently involved in, you need to step up and out of that atmosphere, out of that, that's not the right word, atmosphere, up and out of that. You need to get out of your current situation. You can't heal where you got sick. So it's asking you if you're really serious about healing, and God says you are. I need you to, you need to know you cannot heal where you got sick. That is imperative, okay? In order to do this transformation and this actual, I'm getting, well, it's an awakening that you're going through, but in order to see clearly your path, you need to step up and out. So go to a meeting, okay? Step up and out of your current situation. Again, if that means you have to go rent an Airbnb for really cheap, oh my God, I'm sorry, I don't know where I just got that from. Somebody told me that they can rent Airbnbs for like $500 a month. I was like, what? So there may be something like that. Something you need to step up and out of your environment, not atmosphere, that was environment. You are stuck in an environment that is keeping you down in that lower vibration. And if you truly want to heal yourself, and I feel like the world, for most of you, I feel like most alcoholics, addicts, people that have dealt with trauma or shame, I feel like we are all being called to help the collective heal in some way, but we are first called to heal ourselves. And sometimes we're called to heal ourselves by way of helping the collective or sharing our story with the collective, which in turn helps everybody involved. Again, it's asking you to walk away from anything that keeps you down in this lack mindset. Lack is a mindset. Again, you can be totally deprived and not feel that way. I've watched it, I've been it, I've lived it. I've always actually been quite abundant in thought, which is people have always been so shocked, like you don't have anything but you act like you're rich, and I always have. My mother hated it. She's very frugal. I've always been very, oh, you can have my last 20. I'm not going to think about it, worry about it. It doesn't freak me out to be broke. And I think that's what it's saying. Don't let deprivation scare you. Live in this mindset. Walk away from anything that keeps you in that fear of lack. And live in a mindset of you have, everything is going to be provided for you, provided that you have a faith in the divine, okay? That's what I'm getting right now. We're going to get you a Power of Love card. It came out right away and it said take action towards, whatever it is. Whenever you're ready, God will grant you with reprieve when it's time. And what you need to do in that reprieve is take action, okay? So you have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. Amen. That's what this whole reading has been about. And it is saying, listen, after you see this reading, I feel like you've been being called to a meeting or being called to a treatment center or being called to somewhere. It's saying that not only are you going to go heal yourself there are people that literally are relying on your information, your wisdom to get through whatever it is. So follow your inspirations. And walk away from anything that keeps you in that lack mindset. Really try to heal that frame of mind, that mindset. Go watch some, I just recently stumbled upon one of my favorite human beings now. There are definitely things that I don't agree with of hers, and I think that we all are going to have some things that make sense to us and some that don't with certain individuals. But what is her damn name? Abraham Hicks. Oh my God, okay? So I feel like you should definitely start listening to Abraham Hicks and really learn how to let go of resistance in your life. Some of us are naturally born with this ability. Again, it really freaks people out who are very resistant or frugal or tight-wadded or whatever. It freaks people out when you're very faithful and abundant, but it's asking you to have faith and to also follow the calls, whatever you're feeling called to. Follow those calls because you do have something calling you. God is calling you. The divine is calling you, especially, again, if you've dealt with trauma, shame, addiction of any kind. These were all lessons on your path so that you could help the collective up and out of their current situation as well, okay? I love you so much. I'm sending you all kinds of love, and I can see that, that you have something huge calling you, and I'm excited to hear about it in the comment section below. Love you, and I will see you guys soon. Mwah.